What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black, Dusty EVEE the Black. I'm back. Wow, it's been a while since you guys seen me do a review in the kitchen, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and do my best because it's been what's it been? The game ended at 9 o'clock. It's been about 2 hours since the game ended. And what game am I talking about? No, not an Eagles game. I'm talking about a Sixers game. Game one of the first round against the Boston Celtics, where the Philadelphia 76ers fell, what was it, 109 to 101? And I was flipping back and forth between that and Monday Night Raw when Raw was on. Um, but my thoughts on the game were just disappointment, really. Because you look in the first quarter of the game, right? And Joel Embiid is dominating. He's 5 of 5. He's got 11 points. I think he hit a couple free throws. Joel Embiid is dominating the game. They can't stop him. And then for whatever reason, they just go away from him in the second quarter. Now, I will say that the defense of Josh Richardson and I think it was Al Horford, like they were doing their thing. The Sixers were in this game the whole entire time. But if there was two things that I contribute to this loss, it's one, not feeding Joel Embiid, and two, the turnovers. I mean, the turnovers were just killer, man. And the Celtics were scoring off them, scoring. I don't know how many points they had off of turnovers, but the Celtics were killing them, bro. And I'm just like, man, if the Sixers didn't turn the ball over as much as they did, they probably win this game. And so I'm watching this game, and I'm conflicted because I don't like the Celtics. I want us to beat the Celtics, but at the same time, I'm like, I've known it for the longest time during the season. Brett Brown has got to go. And I know what you're saying. Oh, we're in the middle of a pandemic and things are so uncertain right now. I don't know if we can really afford to get rid of. No, we need to. If we get swept, bro, he's out. He's out. Like game two. And I know we don't have Ben Simmons, so I'm not expecting much. Even when we have Ben Simmons, I wasn't expecting much. But game two, I need to see some adjustments because in the second quarter, the Celtics made some adjustments. And do you want to know what those adjustments were? The adjustment was Jason Tatum. And I don't like Jason Tatum. I really, really don't. For two reasons. The first reason is because he's on the Boston Celtics. The second reason is because because the Sixers drafted Markelle Fultz instead of Jason Tatum. I mean, could you just listen to this for a sec? You got Joel Embiid, you got Ben Simmons, and you got Jason Tatum? Oh. I mean, the Sixers had the number one pick. They could have had anybody. And they chose Markelle Fultz, who's not even here anymore. He's with the Orlando Magic. But could you imagine that three-headed monster right there? Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons. Telling you, bro, so things would be happening. But no, because the Sixers front office is... So now I have to forever dislike Jason Tatum. I respect him. Don't get me wrong. I respect him. But I'm just so angry. I'm tired of losing to the Celtics, man. I'm tired of losing to the Celtics. But you know what makes me even more tired? Brett Brown makes me more tired. I'm sick and tired of Brett Brown. That's what I'm tired of. He got to go, man. He has got to go. He's done everything he can do for the Sixers team. He has. But it's just not enough, man. It's not enough. Especially with KD and Kyrie coming back next year with the Brooklyn Nets, who are already so talented. And you know they're probably going to hire what's that man's name? He used to be the coach of the Ty Lue. They're probably going to hire Ty Lue. So I don't know who the Sixers are going to hire. I mean, I think of it like this, right? You think of Giannis, right? And I think Jason Kidd was their coach, right? And Giannis, I think it took 7 games, but I think they got swept by Boston, right? Or they lost to Boston in 7 games, right? But then the next year, they fire Jason Kidd. Giannis isn't a fan of that, but they get their new coach, right? And then all of a sudden, this team is a monster. They're the number 1 seed. They're in the Eastern Conference Finals the next year. Now, you could say a lot of that has to do with maybe Giannis, but I think a lot of that also has to do with their new coach, who could bring much more things out of them. Brett Brown has done everything he possibly can do. But if we lose in this first round after our number 1 goal, I remember Brett Brown talking about, we want to be the number 1 seed. We want home court. I remember all of that. We want to win the NBA Finals. That's all there. That's all you heard all season. We going for the chip. And to be such a disappointing season that we've had, and and not making adjustments. I mean, he's trying it. First of all, he's throwing things at the blue. Like when he said that they were moving Ben Simmons from point guard to a different position, I was like, okay. But why are you telling everybody? When they said they're going to move Matisse Thybulle into the starting lineup, I'm like, okay, but why are you telling everybody? You shouldn't have to tell nobody enough. You just going to have to wait and see what we're going to do. Throw them a loop. Be like, okay, what are they possibly going to do? Oh, Matisse Thybulle's in the starting lineup? What the heck? I didn't expect this at all. Adjust, man, adjust. He doesn't adjust very well. And at the end of the day, even though it was a very close game, Boston has got a better coach. They've got a better team. And the only thing I hope for is we don't get swept. But I don't know, man. I don't know at this point. We'll see. Joel Embiid said after the game, he's like, I got to do much more. I got to do a lot more. I think he ended the game with like 26 points after having 11 points. Think about that. After the end of the first quarter, he had 11 points. In the second quarter alone, he only took 2 shots. So that means he didn't score that much more. I think Jason Tatum had like 35 points, man. Between him and Jaylen Brown, man. Oh, my God. I was so confident in. Matter of fact, no. When we lost J.J. Redick and we lost Jimmy Butler, I was like, no. Because if we had just kept those two, I'd be much more confident than I am right now. I love Tobias Harris, but he's a little above average. And don't even get me started on Al Horford, which although he did a good job on defensive side of the ball, oh, God. Just so many things. Game 2 is going to tell me everything I need to know. Because even if they get out of this round, they'd have to face the Raptors, which they definitely ain't beating the Raptors. And then they'd have to face the Bucks, which they definitely ain't beating the Bucks. So honestly, part of me is kind of like, let's just lose in the first round. So then we'll get rid of Brett Brown. We can start over from scratch. And I'm sick. And by the way, I'm sick and tired of this whole Ben Simmons hype of he shoots a 3 in the preseason or he shoots a 3 in a warm up game in the scrimmage or something. I'm like, oh snap, getting excited, but then he doesn't do anything in the game. I'm sick and tired of that too. I'm sick and tired of that. Until he starts doing it consistently, because he could be like a Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is not a great 3-point shooter. He's not. But he's got that mid-range. He's got the assist game. He's got the rebound game. He's everything. Matter of fact, Ben Simmons is everything he can be. But younger, and he can be, I don't want to say better, but he can be just as good as Russell Westbrook. There's nothing wrong with being Russell Westbrook. If he plays like him, but is that a Brett Brown thing or is that a Ben Simmons thing? I don't know. I really don't know. So that is my end of my conclusion of Game 1 of the NBA final of the first round between the Celtics and the Sixers. Wins Game 2 Wednesday. I get off at 6:30, so we will see what goes down. I'm gonna be interested to see Game 2, man, because oh yeah, the other reason why I'm fighting is because I don't want to lose to the Celtics, because I just can't stand the Celtics because I'm tired of losing to them. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Anyway, that's my review. Let me know what you guys thought about the game in the comment section down below. And if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out. Go Sixers. And I'll talk to you guys Wednesday. Oh, expect my breakdown review. It's coming out either tomorrow or Wednesday. That's coming out. My breakdown review, the next pay-per-view in the Austin Air review. And my SummerSlam prediction videos, that's coming out this week as well. So look forward to those 2 things coming out. Now that is it. Peace out.